Hi, I am Harish Kirteti and welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic and very important topic, probably for any business. It's lead generation. And for AWS partners, it's not different. It's the same, right? So it's one of the most important things to do for any AWS partner. And today's topic is we're going to look at the best lead generation methods with ROI calculations for AWS partners who do not have an inside sales team. All right. So that's exactly this topic is about. You need to know what is the best option available out there, how much it's going to cost, and how do you take a decision on investing in such an in that particular lead generation method. So let's dive in. So before we jump in and understand the different lead generation methods, let's understand the types of leads, right? There are two types of leads, basically, right? One is called a market qualified lead. The other one is sales qualified lead. To understand in simple terms, I mean, there could be 100 different, yeah, ways to explain it, but simply what I believe is market qualified lead. The lead shows interest or he showed interest in your company or an offer, but not ready to get started with you immediately. And does require some nurturing and follow up to become to convert into a sale, right? So that's market qualified lead. Now let's talk about the sales qualified lead. The lead is in the market for a solution, for a solution for a problem, or they need help achieving a business outcome, and will definitely become a client if he or she is convinced that you can offer them the best solution or you can help them achieve their business objective. So I mean, right away, you probably see the importance of, one over the other, right? You think, hey, sales qualified lead is much better than market qualified lead. Absolutely, yes. And we'll also see why invest in methods which generate market qualified leads, while when you can directly invest in something which is can generate sales qualified leads. So that we'll look at in the coming slides. So first, understand that there are two types of leads. Obviously, you probably know it already, but I just want to share, before we move forward. So now next thing is the virtual lead generation method. So I'm not going to talk about attending conferences, summits, or meeting sales, relationship building. I'm not going to talk about anything. I'm going to talk about virtual lead generation methods where you are sitting in a remote office and trying to generate leads for your AWS business, right? So that's what we're going to talk about. The first thing is the market qualified leads. What do we have? We have different methods. So the top three are the most commonly used ones are like search engine marketing, where you place Google ads with retargeting mechanisms, where if they search for a term, AWS discounts. You probably, you for that particular keyword, you create an ad and it appears on top of the search, right? So in the as a promotion and and as an ad, so that the potential lead can click on it, and if your copy or your ad copy is good, they can just go ahead and click it and it can generate a lead. And the next one, most popular one, is the social media advertising like LinkedIn ads, Facebook ads, YouTube ads, etc. And the third one is email marketing. So if you have a list of people who already opted in, for example, like existing customers, or probably you ran an event and where they gave you your email addresses and are open for communication from you, you can market to them and these offers and probably generate new leads, right? So those are the three options that will generate market qualified leads. Now let's talk about the sales qualified leads. So the sales qualified leads are email outreach or prospecting. So nowadays video prospecting is really hard. So basically, you send cold emails to people in a target list or mass email using a common message, right? So those are the two ways. So people also say, hey, you can do it on LinkedIn. So email outreach, LinkedIn outreach, it's the same thing. Basically, you are doing a one-to-one. You're trying to reach a specific person, right? So through either email or through LinkedIn, and trying to get their attention, right? So and if they say yes, that means they are, since you know the person, since you are asking for a very specific action from them, and they say yes, that means they're ready to engage with you, right? So that's sales qualified lead. So next is the most important one, or probably people think it's old school, but that's the one that works most, is phone prospecting, or what we call as cold calling, right? So you have a target list and you have a message that you want to share, and basically you go ahead and go around the target list, call them, and set appointments, right? So that's, and those will generate sales qualified leads. So they are curious to know, they are ready to engage. The thing is, you have to prove yourself, whether your business, you are the right partner for them to achieve their objectives, right? So that is the sales qualified leads. So now let's understand. So I hope you're clear with the different methods. Now we need to understand how much does it cost to do the market qualified leads, and the sales qualified leads, and also that duration, right? So let's go ahead and look at the lead generation investment. I don't say cost, because it's an investment. You are expecting a return from it, right? So let's talk about LinkedIn ads. So basically, $5,000 to $7,000 is what we are going to spend for 10 market qualified leads in the US region. Other regions are cheaper, like India is cheaper, Europe is cheaper. So the cost per lead, for India is about probably around 50 $60 per market qualified lead. Whereas for Europe, it is about 120 to $150, but for the US, it is about $600 something for one qualified lead. So, right, so you have to create the content, you have to create the ads. There's so much work that happens. Who Someone will do it for you. So overall, you'll spend about $5,000 to $7,000 for to get 10 market qualified leads, right? And you might ask, hey, why do we? And average time to get this campaign started is 2 to 3 weeks, because you have to create the offer, you have to create the video ads or the image ads, you have to create the messaging, you have to, I mean, each campaign must have five, each ad campaign must have 5 ads as recommended by LinkedIn. So that's better. So you do all of that work. So there's a lot of upfront work to happen. So probably to start it, it will take 2 to 3 weeks of effort for the LinkedIn ads. So the next thing is email prospecting. Email prospecting is you basically spend $1,200 to $1,500 every month to get like three sales qualified leads, right? And it's up to you to convert them into a deal, but basically need to plan 6 months investment to see some good results or traction. Again, same time to start the campaign, 2 or 3 weeks. So there are the email prospecting. What they do is they send a lot, you have to figure out like how they are going to do it, right? So is it they're going to send with multiple domains and mass email? Like, is it the number game they're going to play, or is it the target messaging that they're going to do, right? So whoever is going to do that. So you need to find that out, and basically email prospecting 2 to 3 weeks to get started. The final one is sales as a service, or an agency which provides sales outreach, right? So here you spend a little more. You spend about 5,000 to 6,000 per month, and also there is a setup cost of $150. $150, and what you get is 15 sales qualified leads, right? So you need to plan around 3 months investment to get an average of 15 sales qualified leads, and average time, which takes short time to start. So if you are really in a hurry, if you want to do it, scale this quickly, and you have the money either through marketing development funds, or you are ready to invest, I, I recommend using the sales as a service, or that option, and you can see the results quickly. You might ask, hey, what is the benefit if I'm spending more and I'm getting a sales qualified lead? Why should I go through LinkedIn, right, or do MQL activities like LinkedIn advertising? The benefit that it provides is impression, reach, and visibility, which you won't get with the other channels. So because you're reaching a specific person, that person may or may not see your email, or may or may not attend your call, and it's limited to there. But when you run LinkedIn ads, when you do LinkedIn advertising, and you spend that amount of money, it's going to reach thousands of people. Who may, at that time they may not act on your ad, but they may become your followers, or they may start following your page, or they may go ahead and get curious on what you're doing, and in the future they might come back and become leads, right? So we don't know that, but definitely there is significant benefit, which is impressions, reach, brand building, visibility. All of that comes through the LinkedIn ads, and which is the reason why it is, a lot of businesses invest a lot in LinkedIn advertising, right? So it is not just, hey, do I get a lead and convert them into a sale? Rather, it is about building your brand. It is about expanding. A lot of people get to know who your business is or what it is about. So that is the benefit. With other two, you don't get any additional benefits. You get sales qualified leads, and you get, go ahead and get started with that. I hope you are clear with the kind of investment you need, and to get started with any of these lead generation options. So now let's understand, how do you, okay, like I say I invest, I'm saying to invest in 6 months or whatever it is. So now your question will be, hey, how do I even calculate how, whether I got my money back or whether I got my investment? How much return did I get, right? So the next thing is really understanding the parameters of an ROI calculation for these activities. The first one is a total value of an SQL, right? So sales qualified lead, you need to understand the total value of that, that which is really the customer engage. So there are different initiatives, right? So if the sales qualified lead qualifies for customer engagement initiative, meaning if they're a greenfield customer and if you launch their opportunity, you'll get $6,000 in cash, partner cash. If they opt for a POC, and if the POC is like, let's say, um, about a specific service, and the customer is willing to spend $200,000 a year, or if they like this, if they like AWS, and if they move forward with AWS, then your POC funding is around $20,000, right? 10% of ARR. Obviously, you will charge professional fee when you implement. That is to be decided, and it's up to you. So what happens? So how does it look like? So let's say you took an investment of 3 months, and for the sales as a service option, and you spend $17,700, and you get, for the 3 months, you get 45 sales qualified leads. And let's say you converted 40% of them through your to speaking with them. So total number of new customers for 3 months that you get are 18. Let's just say among them, three are greenfield opportunities. Sorry, five are greenfield opportunities, and you are able to do 10 POCs out of the 18, 18 opportunities, right? Basically, I recommend doing a POC for every potential customer, whether they move forward with AWS or not, because AWS is gonna make sure and involve AWS account team, so they also in touch with the customer and try to help you close the deal, right? So number of POCs, let's say you did 10, right? The CA funding for the five customers is about $30,000. The proof of concept POC funding for AWS, for the 10 POCs around $20,000 is the POC funding. Then that's around $200,000, right? So professional services we did not include. Just with CEI initiative and POC funding, you are able to make $230,000 from an investment of 17,700. Yes, there are people costs and all of that stuff, but that's the nature of it. That those calculations you can do it later, based on what you have within your team. But overall, you are getting around 230K for spending around 17,500 or 18,000 dollars. So I believe this is the best way to start scaling and when as you move forward, as you continue to use this, you'll get better at converting, right? So if you're doing converting only 40%, this is the number. If you're able to convert 70% of your sales qualified leads, then it's a net. You'll do a lot more business, right? So there's a lot more to understand and try out over here, and that's my recommendation. Experiment with it, and then see how things go. So you might, this is really the way to, we are saving a ton of cost on not implementing any sales people, but you are able to achieve significant results and growth. right? So you might ask, hey, how can I help in this with you in this journey, right? So basically, I'm very good at creating offers that attract leads with no risk and guarantees, right? So I can help you plan and execute the lead generation activities by working with the agencies that I know who provide these services. I can make sure I participate on all calls and help you win these deals. So these are the ways that I can help you on this you know journey of scaling your partner business. So that's about it. I want to share really about how quickly you can share if you want to scale if you want to your partner business. So I hope this video is useful. Thanks for watching and do subscribe to this channel. Thank you.